So one of the biggest challenges that I brought with me to CG was basically working on our lead conversion, and pretty much, okay, how do we make sure that we maximize the amount of profit that we're making as a company? So after today's event and presentation from Eric Brewer, which he was talking about 7 different ways on how you can capitalize on the deal in multiple ways that we haven't even thought of, I think it's a key takeaway that now is just a big process just implementing and making sure that we just have those changes within our business now. So one of the biggest challenges that I brought with me as well is there's a part of me that's a little bit more attached to the results of our business. And so in today's presentation, Jimmy Freeland, he had gone over the gap and the gain, which is a great presentation. But basically, the gap is basically where you are currently to the ideal vision of what you have. It's just gonna get further and further. And if you focus in on that vision, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get so distraught because you're never getting close to that ideal vision. Now, the gain is you being able to look back at where you first started and where you are now and looking at the progress that you made as a person, which I believe, if you express gratitude that like, hey, I'm not at the same spot that I first started, it turns your perspective and it allows you to be at least happier with the results that you produce in your own business. And I think I needed that reminder because I think a big thing that all of us as high performers is that we get caught up in our own results and comparing it to other people. And that's just a wrong frame of thinking to have as a person, in my opinion. Impact that the presentation is gonna have on me in regards to the gap and gain is a huge thing is just understanding that like I am running my own race. I haven't even thought about it like even from last year. Think about how far we've came. Last year, our first quarter, we did $50,000. This past quarter, we did $500,000. Realizing, looking back at it, that we're at a way better spot than when I first started this journey a year ago. It kind of changed my perspective to understand that, okay, like I need to give myself more grace as a leader and as a business owner. One of the biggest challenges for me was figure out on how to go about bringing on a project manager within our business. And so Eric had a great presentation today talking about what a project manager can do for you and the benefits and even just looking at the different profiles and personality types that go into a project manager. So that's a big challenge to fill the gap in our business because as the market's kind of heading in a different direction, we realized that we're gonna have to start rehabbing a lot more properties now. I would say that if you're on the fence, there would be no reason to be on the fence. If just getting access to libraries, if you implement the information, you'll make your money back in within the same month, and you'll make 10x that. A big thing, with Marcus Krigler's financial calls, and from that, I've really started to lean down our costs, and we've started to really just lean out and become more of a focusing on the profit side of the business, which has allowed us to keep more in our pockets. But so from a cost perspective, I think it's a no-brainer. These guys are here to challenge you and to help you grow your business. Granted, you may be in some positions where you have to present, but that's because these guys want to see you grow. So they have access to the information that you have, but then also know the problems that you're dealing with in your business. So they can actually help you, and that's their intention, is to truly help you. So, if you're on the fence, it's really a no-brainer. You have to join this group.